Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to the first playthrough ever on this channel, and we're starting with Curse of the Dead Gods. So it's got tons of people playing it right now on YouTube. It's super popular right now. Yeah, so just a couple of reviews, and that was the idea behind it all. Like, I wanted to do the inverse thing where I show you the footage that I like my playing the game at first. Then you see all the progress that I did before doing my review, and then I publish the review. So that would be my main idea for all of these videos. And yeah, I mean, if it helps at least someone to decide whether they want to play the game or not, I'm here for you people. So yeah, without further ado, let's start. I do have a slot 1 here with a little bit of progression done already, and that's because I'm super bad at configuring my microphone. So once we get to the same point, which is this... Oh. Talking during cutscenes. He's trapped. Okay, sorry. So before we continue, as I was saying, I got to the second boss of the game. Okay, that's almost nothing. You see that in all the reviews, so it's not that it was a big secret or anything, but I would love to start with you and start from the beginning, and then once I'm at the same point, I'll just jump to the playthrough I was doing at the start. Yeah, so basic mechanic, you can light things up with your torch. Another cutscene. Am I the only one getting the feeling that he's going to transform into a werewolf? Like, oh, something's happening to me. Okay. Jokes aside, so here, that's the basic thing I was talking about. Light versus darkness. So you get 50% more damage while you're in the dark. I don't know if that's multiplicative yet. I come from Path of Exile, where an increase or a multiplier is a huge thing. Like, there would be a huge difference in that. And we'll run numbers later. I'll start the game blind. I want to do a blind playthrough. Once we get there, like once we start analyzing the game in depth, that's where maybe it could be something that would influence your runs a lot, and maybe it would be something that would make you return to the game more. Same thing as in Path of Exile, if you've ever played that. So yeah, for now, just continue, follow the indicator, dark, darkness, light, obviously light for yellow, and then we have switching the stance with your mouse wheel. That's it, super easy. So you go like this. You can also use the numbers. They do tell you this in game once you acquire a two-handed weapon, but it's quite late in the game, so it's, you can use 1, 2, 3, and you just change your weapons with that. Hitting it with left click will light it up. So yeah, done. Let's go. Okay, dodging, that's spacebar. Okay, it consumes stamina points, which you have 5 of, usually. And once it's depleted, you can't do it anymore. So for example, if you start tapping it like a madman, you see, even though I was tapping on the spacebar when it was depleted, I couldn't roll anymore. And again, you'll see now, take a look, I'm trying to roll, but I can't. That's the main idea of stamina. Then you can get a finisher by attacking. Just keep on attacking and you'll get a finisher. That's an automatic thing. And you can shoot with your right click. So those consume a stamina point, which I find really fair, because otherwise it could be... Ooh, 1 second, sorry, didn't change my weapon there. That's a finisher. That thing you saw there is a finisher. Again. And once more. There we go. Those are finishers. And then, as you see, you could just spam it if... Well, you can spam it actually, but you could spam it even more if there was no limit to it. And using a ranged weapon by spending stamina and still dealing good damage makes you want to think, like, can I use it once more and not dodge? Or shall I dodge and then wait for it and then, you know... It makes you interact with the game more, which is always good. Advanced combat. Charged attack, just hold your attack button, release it, that's a charged attack. Perfect shot. Hold your right click, wait for it, there'll be two lines, when they go white, that's the perfect shot. That's what you have to aim for. Haha, that joke. Okay, and then you can change the secondary attack with your secondary weapon. We'll get there, but basically it's like click, 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 or 2 clicks, and if you press the right button after the pressing the left one several times, that's when you get the, for example, sword, 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 shot, and that's what they call chaining the attacks. Holding, that's the basic. Yeah, again, holding. Oops. So you see, hold and release. That's the charged attack. Then perfect shot is this here. So you see, it kind of flickers. So if you take a look, boom. See, that was 2 perfect shots. And that was someone being bad at the game and not evading. And then if you go hit, hit, and then you click the left button, that's when you do the... Ooh, see, no, that's just a normal combo. But basically, 1, 2, and... Okay, see, I still shot with a pistol, even though I had finished my combo already. Dodge, like perfect dodge, basically it's when the enemy is about to hit you, right at that time, if you dodge, that will be a perfect dodge. And it is signalized by a bubble that you get around your character, which is white. And you will also get the parry with your shift. Yeah, with the shift key. So you can parry with that, and it gets you 2 stamina points back. Could be quite OP, because later in the game you'll see that there are even more talents to do that. But for now, let's... if you play Dark Souls, by the way, this is much easier. I mean, not proving it right now, but just see. So that would be impossible. Like, if you're just starting with the game in Dark Souls, that would be basically impossible. And in this case, they're super well telegraphed, and you know, like, see? It's anytime he raises his hand, I know that I have to block, and in this case, those are my reaction people, but seriously, it's not impossible. I'm making it out like it is, but it's really not. See? Boom. And then the perfect dodge is this here, and it's even more permissive. Like, you saw that he attacked way earlier, and I still got the perfect dodge. But let me... See? I still got it. And there was such a big space in between. So it's super easy to do. Seriously, don't get discouraged if it doesn't work the first time. Okay, perfect. So that's the tutorial done. They'll tell you that if you want, you can train a little bit more. I really don't suggest you do that, because just play the game, have fun. You'll learn that way. Okay, so Jade Rings are to buy equipment and then get in later runs, and you will have kind of like a lobby area where you can do all that. One important thing, I guess, is if you've played for the King, in that game we had the same mechanic. Like, you would do your playthrough, and then you would get some points, like story points or something they were called, and you could spend those points on weapons that would then randomly appear on the runs to come. So in the next runs, not at the same time, or you couldn't choose them. That's what I mean. And then the skulls are permanent upgrades. Like, you'll see it. Like, you have some blessings that affect the entire run. So that's done. And we'll start with the temple. So this is our map. The rooms are here. For each their own. I still haven't tried the challenge room. This is the only room I haven't tried. But for a new player, I would always recommend to go for either gold or attributes. You can't go wrong with that. Attributes are always amazing. They would add health, damage, magic find. So if you play Diablo, for example, it would be the equivalent of filling your inventory with charms. Yeah, and starting with gold, I mean, you will always need gold to buy the things you need during your run. And it's amazing. Like, once we start it, you'll see even more how good it is. So I will try to path... Okay, so first thing first, I'm happy with my sword. If you aren't happy with your weapon, the first thing you should do is look where you would get a weapon. So for example, if I wasn't happy with it, I would probably go this way, because I could change my weapon after the second door. That would be super cool. As I am very pleased with the sword and it's my first run, I'll just go for gold. Because then I could get some attributes and it's just fine. Corruption. Anytime you cross a door, that's selecting a reward on the map or selecting a room on the map, so to speak, you get corruption. That's it, that's the mechanic. Some other interactions add corruption, so be very mindful of it, because the more corruption you get, the more curses you'll have, and curses are super bad. Some of them can be very detrimental to your run. I've seen a bunch of people crying on on like Steam reviews and saying that it's almost unplayable. I haven't had any of those, but I mean, we'll see. After a while, we'll see if it's that bad. Okay, so here we have this thing here, which you can light and then it just explodes the monsters, so it makes it easier. That sphere that you just saw, wait, let's wait for him to throw another one. See? That sphere increases your corruption, and it's huge, like it's 20% or something. So be very careful with it. These monsters are also used to destroy walls if you need it. So if you see that there is a secret wall somewhere, which I'll show later in the run, you can use them, because they do a little explosion thingy that can't break them, and it's amazing. More rewards for you. Crit kills, basically, it's you kill more monsters. The more monsters you kill, the bigger your gold multiplier, the bigger rewards you get. And if you do perfect dodges or parries, you would continue. That's basically something that adds to it, and you would continue with your crit kill streak. But then, if it either drops or you get hit, that's when you would lose it. So be very careful with the part of not getting hit. Yeah. So relics, most of them, at the start of your run, you will have to pick most of them, unless you get something that is related to a weapon that you know you aren't going to use. 3 dexterity. Base damage. Why not? I mean, please. They talk about the inventory action. That's ask or escape. 6 relic spaces. Don't worry about it. Like if you fill it in and you have 6 relics there, it's fine. Because when you get to a statue, you can always exchange them. And you can select the one you exchange. So you'll be okay. And 5 curses. We'll talk about it later. When we get a curse, they will actually explain a little bit more about them. So we'll talk about them when we get there. Yeah. Let's see. Environmental effects. As you see, I burned the monster there because the spider webs are in flames. And it's quite cool because I'm trying to show this to you right now, because later in the run it could be super bad for me. Because those can chain, and any other effect that is on the floor, if you light a spider web, those effects will go off. So it can be very dangerous sometimes. Amazing. Anytime you could pick those relics, they're amazing, basically. 10% flat, there are tons of things that cost like 1000, 2000 gold. 10% flat is 200 each time of 2000. I mean, do the math. Yeah, just as I said, I'm going for gold attributes. And let me think, because I said I'm going for gold, but I didn't think what to spend it on, and that's important too, because I was about to go like this, which would be very silly of me, because I wouldn't have any way to spend it. Don't do that. You would have to go this way, because that way I'm getting gold, I'm getting attributes. I can spend my gold either here, or here if I really want. And then I could get some attributes, but you know, it's a healthy balance. Or you could spend it at the attribute part, I guess, but you would get too much gold that way, like 1, 2, 3, 4. From my experience, I usually have more than enough with just a couple of gold rooms. Okay. Oopsie daisy, slide that up. By the way, I'm not lightening the braziers enough. You shouldn't do that. I've done this run already, so that's why I'm trying to go faster, maybe? Ooh, passing through a door inflicts 25% less corruption. Again, that's amazing. Because basically, instead of getting 20, you're getting 15. And those... You think it's not much, but anytime you pass the door, like 3 doors, that's a 4th door that is going to be free. So, again, that is amazing, especially for longer runs, because that is a thing in the game, like there is a challenge mode. So anytime you can get those, do. Again, there's this thing here which explodes. Unless you have some effects that, I don't know, life leech or something, where you need to kill the monsters yourself, I wouldn't recommend bothering and fighting with them. You know, it's a huge hassle, and you know, why would you do that if you can just kill them that way? I mean, ooh, careful with that, because that's I think it's 10 corruption, but don't quote me on that. What's this? Main weapon, Sidewinder sword. Finishes go snowman. No stamina. Okay, yeah, perfect. I don't need health right now. This is really situational, so I offer to the gods anything I'm not gonna use. If it's remotely good for me, like I can use it, I will never offer it to the gods. But that really depends on your playthrough. So... okay, perfect. So we got here, don't need healing, need the attributes. Going for the attributes. Oh, see? Okay. This is what I was talking about. The statue goes poof. It shoots the projectile. It lights the web. The web lit the brazier that was here. And it started a chain reaction, so that's why everything exploded. Anytime you see that the statues are glowing red, that means they're activated. Like, I mean, they're active, so they could attack you. If they're not, like, for example, this one, I knew it would shoot me, because it was... whoops, because it was red. In this case, okay, let's check just in case, because sometimes you... ooh. Well, they're blue. Oh, see, by the way, these ones are not shooting because they're not red. Well, I could have jumped over the bridge, or I can go in here. I'm not sure what's better. Let's just go with it. Okay. Perfect. Now I can really spam my main attack, which is amazing. Ooh, okay. So, see, that was a secret... oops. That was a secret room. You could see it with, like, the wall had a huge crack in it. Next time I see one, I'll show you. Sadly couldn't this time. Ooh. Okay, and it just brought me to the... yeah. So if I go back here... Okay, no idea. I think it just brought me to the same place where it would bring me... Ah, no. Okay, no, it didn't. I would have... Okay, so I would have done the circle the other way around if I had gone to the other room. I think. Yeah, because I can't go... Yeah. So it was the same. It didn't really matter where you went in that case. You'll see that I really go out of my way to avoid all those traps, but seriously, corruption can be super detrimental to your run. So you should do that. I mean, at least if you're playing in the same playstyle that I am. You can light these things up and you can burn the monsters, just so you know. I'll show it later if I get the chance. Okay, this is the offering that we're talking about. You can offer gold, and that's it, you'll spend gold. It gets a little bit tricky later, because sometimes there are interactions with gold that are interesting, and some corruptions interact with it. I did get a corruption, for example, that made me pay gold each time I passed a door instead of corrupting my character, so that's a thing. And you can offer blood, which doesn't, like, it's super counterintuitive because it doesn't sacrifice your life. It gives you more corruption. So, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense for the game, at least. 250 max health, 25% treasure find. This is very good long run. Yeah, in the long run. In the short run, maybe it's not that big of a deal. As I have tons of gold, I'll get both of them, but you really don't need it. This is completely overkill. Okay, so we're here, and I could either go for a relic or more gold. And I feel that, okay, with the gold I have now, I won't be able to get the relic and an upgrade both at the same time. So let's go. Oh, okay, perfect. So if I go like this, I would have 2 upgrades before the boss. Let's go this route. Huh, we ended up going this route. Okay, who would have thought? Be careful with this guy, he can destroy the braziers, just so you know. Let me see if there are any breakable walls so I can show what I meant before. Nah. No, there aren't. Okay. Ooh, okay, got tons of corruption there. I was very greedy. Being greedy in this game is super bad. Like, one moment you can have 1000 HP and go happily through the game, and then next moment you're crying and saying, why did I do that? So, minus 10% gold offering cost, again, that's amazing. Not sure if they stuck. There are many things that I have to check. 20% base damage for pistols. I mean, that's good, that's my secondary weapon now. So we'll take it. But not a big deal. By the way, not sure if you noticed, but you can't see the traps without your torch. It does say so in the tutorial, but not too sure how many people read the tutorials. 15%, okay. In this case, I'll go for a -4 corruption, and if I get something else now, I might be able not to get a curse. Yeah, see? Plus on perception. Oh, okay. So, no. I will get a curse. Whatever. But yeah, plus 1 perception is better in this case. I'm not dealing fire damage, so I don't care. And perception is basically magic find, which is always good. Means that mobs can drop weapons or relics or whatever. That's fine. tons of gold from this run, that's good too. I'll be able to get more attributes. First curse. Ooh, trap chest. Chests, sorry. Have had this one before. Chests are sealed and trigger an attack that must be parried to unlock them. And notice that they say parried. If you do anything else, literally anything else, it will just hit you and you lose HP. Full stop. That's my experience though. Maybe there is some other way to evade it, but I don't know. And they have a chance to drop more gear. So most of the curses have a positive effect to them sometime. Well, most of the time. But then they talk about the fifth and the final curse. And I think that the pull of the curses is the same. But it just, like, there might be a secondary pull where it just takes one of the worst one, like the bad ones. Or, you know, the worst effects that you can get. Not really sure. We'll have to test that. I haven't, from my playthroughs, like from the tests I've done so far, I've never gotten past 3 curses though. So if you're a control freak that really wants to keep them... Okay, 1 second there. That, first of all, that's a new guy out there, which, don't let him hit you. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, wait. Let me... Oh my god. Okay, perfect. Now I can kill these guys. Let me deal with this guy first, and then we'll continue talking about all the things. Patience is a virtue in this case. The 3 hits, you really have to wait them out. You could do perfect dodges, but if you fail or if you miss, you'll be in a very bad spot, because he deals a ton of damage. Ooh, yeah, okay, forgot about the parry. Oh, wait. Yeah, so you have to parry those. My bad. Got hit twice. Barred Whip, secondary weapon. I'm not using either of them. I could try to use the whip. Charged attacks weaken enemies. Okay. Okay, I mean, that's good. Let's just... I don't need to remove any corruption. Let's just take it. Even if we had... I mean, even though we had some pistol damage or something, I'm not using the pistol anyway. And you can have... In this case, you can have a two-handed weapon at the same time as you do with the main weapon. So if you wanted to pick this up, you totally could. I really just don't care about it. I would rather get the -1 corruption than this here. But, very important, if you're going for lightning, it's amazing because it would have lightning attacks. I'm just super bad with two-handed weapons. So that's why I'm sacrificing it. Like, that's my thought process. Yeah, in this case I could just cross to the next room or go here. I would always rather explore. Exploring in this game is super rewarding. Most of the time. Oh, okay. That guy here, that's a healer. And he's super annoying. If you ever have one of those, always go for them first. Because sometimes you'll leave them up at no HP or almost no HP. And don't worry, they'll heal them up. They're like super good. Oh, chest. So, wait for it and... Oops, nope. Wait for it and parry. Yay! Learned. Okay, keen bow, two-handed weapon. I mean, fully charged shots inflict 50% more damage per character hit. Bows work the same way as pistols, from what I've seen. Let's just take it and try. And here's when they tell you that you can use the the keys. So you can use 1, 2, 3 to change your weapons. Yeah, so in this case, bow. Basically, you attack normally. See? Spending some stamina though. And then if you charge it and release it, that's when you get full damage. Same thing as a pistol. Oh wait, I do want my whip. Oh no, okay, my bad. But it's not a pistol, it's a two-handed weapon. That's why it was spending your stamina points. Anyway. Some more corruption. See, that's why it's super safe. Like, I got the corruption decrease thingy, and now it's just 15, so... Again, amazing in my opinion. Okay, let's try to use the bow. Ooh, okay, that was some damage, but it's nothing to write home about. Like, it's fine-ish. But, ooh, okay. Okay, that monster killed itself because he went for the trap. And he basically exploded with a trap. Okay, let's finish these two guys off. Okay, don't stay in that. Perfect. Each crit kill remove. Whoa. Okay. That's amazing. Perfect, sure. We'll take it. So grid kills again, that's the counter. Ooh, see, this is a very good example of secret room. That crack in the wall symbolizes secret rooms. Turn this on, wait for it, boom, get access to it. Be very careful though, because many times you'll see that there are traps in them, or that the door closes behind you and you have to take another route. That's a thing too. But then you can always return. Oh, well, maybe. Ooh. Angry statue there. Let's light this. Okay, that was a bad idea because he... Oh, okay, it didn't have time to heal it, but I was almost there. And this guy can also, like, raise minions, as you saw there, which can be very annoying. Really depends on the situation. So, same bow as before, I'll just take the health. Because, I mean, yeah, it makes no sense for me to do anything else. Okay, attributes. Here, the first time they explain attributes for some reason. We did take an attribute before. But, Constitution, Health, Dexterity, Damage, Perception, Gold, and chance to get your gear or drops. The most important part here is that it increases your base damage, and increasing your base damage is always good because it doesn't really matter the multipliers you get later. As you're increasing the base damage, it will multiply everything. So your base damage is always multiplied, which is super good. So that's why attributes in this game are a huge boost to whatever you're doing. And since we saved some gold here, I can just not care about anything and go for these things here. Yeah, and they're not giving any attributes right now, so quite weird, but we still have the health and the treasure find, which is an equivalent to what we would get. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, so they did increase our attributes, they just told us the rewards. My bad. Okay, unknown room, a weapon. I will go for the 2 unknown rooms. I don't really care about the weapon right now. I'm super happy with my sword. And let's just finish the round quite quickly. Oh yeah, here I can show the thing. See? Just destroyed the mob there. And sadly I can't show it anymore because this guy went all shoot them all. Ooh, I didn't know you could shoot that fast with the... Okay, this new guy, just jump to the side or something. Because if you don't, you would have to do a perfect dodge to evade it. And it's super complicated because it's a little bit weird. See? It's much easier to jump to a side to avoid that attack. You can also stand super close to him, which will make it easier to avoid those. Ooh. But just jump to the side. Okay, that guy's angry. That guy's angry. With the traps, always continue rolling, because if you stop and if you just run, they will get you. Just a heads up. I didn't realize you could spam with your bow. That makes it much better. Okay. 15% to lightning attacks. If I'd gotten that axe, like that two-handed axe that we saw before, this would be good. Since I don't have it, let me get back some health. I love committing to the run I'm doing, because then all these situations where I have a choice to make much more sense. If you don't commit to it and you just go switching your weapon all the time, it is much harder to focus on one thing, but maybe you're having more fun. So, does it really matter? No, it doesn't. Okay, perfect. So a drop here. Damage with pistols. Useless to me now, because I'm not using a pistol. If I could, I would sacrifice the other charm too, but once you take them, there's no going back. Okay, 2% damage per 1000 gold. So that's times, okay, up to 10 times, so that would be 20 in the end. And you'll, for now, at least for now, you aren't getting 10,000 gold anytime soon, so you can forget about this. If you are aspiring to get 5,000 and maybe get a 10%, I can already tell you that there are much better relics out there. So if you take this, it would be purely for the perception. Then, gold offering remove 10 corruption. Okay, I mean, if this was a long run, I would take it. It is not, but it still has some damage to it, so it is amazing. Each crit kill restores 1% max health. Paired with the removing corruption, with crit kills that we got before, this would be amazing. And it gives me more health. So, sure, why not? Especially good for a longer run. I would, if I was playing this the first time, I would have taken this just because of the dexterity, and this would make it easier on the boss. Like, the less you have to hit the boss and the faster you kill it, the faster your run goes. But for now, let's what should we change? Oh, they don't stack. Or, I mean, okay, so wait, no. They do stack, but you have to carry 2 of them. I will change this one, because it's doing nothing for me. It's 20% for, like, pistol damage. And I'll just get the constitution and health. Don't really care about it, but... it's free, so... If it's free, you take it. Again, I'm not going for the weapon just because this run will end at the boss. And we're almost there, so... Makes no sense whatsoever to... 1 second. Okay, there we go. Perfect. If you start with the stronger attack like this one, it stuns them. So it's super good to... It's super good to engage the monsters. But if they're about to hit, they won't get stunned. So don't count on that. Ooh, big guy. Big angry guy. Okay, kill that guy with a bow. Usually after we finish a combo... Oh wait, maybe we can use this here to show how they work. Hello, big dude. Yeah. Yes, we could, but he still hit me. Okay, and he's dead. I guess from the burn. Okay, number 1. I'm much better with the keys, by the way. Like, it's much easier for me to press 1 than to scroll down and get the weapon I want. Might be different for you. And I still got to choose a weapon. So joke's on me. But ooh, okay, we got kind of an improved version of the whip, which gives us tons of damage actually because it combines with a sword. So we will offer blood just because I want to test it. We will get another curse. That means that we will get another curse. But I'm super curious to just test this. So the whip is this here. Ooh, it's quite slow. Okay, so you hold and release to bring them to you, and you just click it to attack. We'll try it out. Mortal Harvest. Urns no longer contain gold. They're filled with blood. Blood heals, but inflicts corruption. See, that's what I was talking about when I said that some could be a double-edged sword. And to me, those are actually super beneficial, so I don't really see them as super detrimental. Okay. This guy has 2 attacks. Well, 3. Maybe. If you count the circle. First one is that, and he can do it up to 2 times. See, 1, and maybe a second one. And the Panteras here have 2 attacks. Oh, okay, my bad. 1 second. Let me just kill that one off. Kill. Okay. Kill that one, and he just keeps summoning them, so he can throw those twice or once, and you never know. So, see, for example, that was twice, and I got hit. By the way, this is just for science, so if I fail this run, I will just use my first recording. Okay, that's that. So you've seen all of his attacks now. Done. I think if you stay in this circle, it inflicts corruption on you. Not sure though. Ooh, evade. Okay. Wait, I might stay in the circle just to check if it's true. Now I'm curious. Okay, let's stay in the circle. Yeah, 50 corruption. Okay, that's him attacking twice. That's me getting tons of damage. Wow. I might get killed here. Okay, let me regain some stamina there. Good. So he will... Okay, he'll throw his spear, doesn't really matter. Keep on attacking him. And you can see that you can almost... Oh, wait. Gotta wait that out. You can almost stun lock him. Okay, wait. And second time. You can perfect dodge everything, by the way, so if you don't really want to move, you can dash towards him, and you'll perfect dodge that, just so you know. I really love learning the mechanics of every single boss when I do them, because that way it's much easier. Oh wait. Okay, I might get killed there. Let me just finish it with a bow. That's it. I could have just gone to him, but it was much easier to one-shot that guy. Corruption removed from the boss. I mean, if we wanted to continue the run, we could, but in this case it's impossible to us because we haven't done the other bosses yet. So never go to the weird glowing circle on the floor, kids, but I'll have to. And done. So that's the run. That's the Chakulture or whatever it is. Really no idea how to pronounce that. Probably butchered it. But yeah, we got some skulls from it. We got some jade rings. That's good. Okay, let's continue. Okay, and we get Blood Emblem acquired. 3 new explorations available. Those are basically new bosses and new rooms or parts of the temple you can explore. And 12 new blessings available. So, yeah, there's a little bit more here. Underworld, that's basically your lobby, where you start every single run. And where you can spend your resources for permanent upgrades, which are the skulls, the rings, and the red emblems. And that is it. I think there is not much more to say about it. So yeah, you would do it here. See, E, click it, done. Blessings are permanent upgrades. You get 2 here. You can unblock another one here. That's what I'll go for. I will to have 3 emblems and get it first. And we'll discuss all this next run. So at the start of the next run, I'll discuss all of those things super fast, go over them, explain my choices, and we'll do the second run next time. So, hope you have a very nice day. Subscribe if you want more videos like this one. I'll try to stay as informative as possible, and I'll try to do a quick review after we're done with the entire playthrough. So, hope you have a nice day. Bye.